Alright, so welcome back to the Raid series. This is episode 11, and we are currently swarmed by stash space due to the fact that I have got all my insurances back in the meantime. Now, between episode 5 and 6, or 6 and 7, when I did the end of the first footage, I was claiming, I was getting insurance all the way up to then, and I actually forgot to claim them. Then with the second half, from episode 6 to 10, I was still insuring it through Prapper, and I remembered literally just as I was starting to run out that to claim all the insurances back, which was actually an important thing, so make sure you do. Something that's actually recently changed with Escape from Tarkov was actually, it came up from someone from my community. It was they made it so therapist now returns back. It's still in 12 to 24 hours, but it doesn't expire for up to 7 days. So the good thing about that is if you're more of a casual player, you'll be able to get away with, not in just making sure you have to log in the next day or the next 2 days to get your stuff back, otherwise you're going to miss out. So the good thing about this is, whilst it is a little bit more expensive, like what's that, 300 rubles more, you can at least get it back within 7 days, or you got 7 days to claim it. And it is a sneaky way, I guess, that you could actually have stuff stored in your insurance area to not take up much of your stash space. So I thought I'd just touch on that. Do a bit of a status check on where we're up to. So task-wise, we've been doing all right. We've got a fair few done, and we're already level 14. And this is only after, what, maybe... First, we should look at the stats. 17 raids, and we're level 14, which isn't too bad. 52% survival rate, and you can't look at this hours played, because that's over the whole account. How long? Either the game's been open, or I've been in raid. I can't remember exactly. Stash value, what's that saying? 2.8 million. It's not too bad for after 17 raids on a standard account. Gear-wise, it's pretty straightforward. We did get this scav junk box. I made it look a little bit pretty, which, some people really like. Someone wanted me to go through and make sure I examined all the items, but fuck that. Trigger people as much as possible. And so quest-wise, so this is the portable cabin key of the factory zone and killing scavs. Pretty straightforward there. Killing scavs as well. We have the painkiller quest. It's going to come up with new because I actually formatted my computer recently. Still need 2 more morphine found in raid. That's not too big a deal. There's a lot of places we can get that. Chemical, this one is actually the train cart in customs on the boiler side, hidden in a little corner. We'll get that one done, no problem. Find an AVS rig and the MVSS backpack. That can be found in raid or bought off the flea market, so that's pretty straightforward. The 5 USEC kills, we're just going to ignore this one for now. We're not actually rushing to get to Shoreline right this second. So we can actually ignore this, and hopefully we get 5 USEC kills in the next, say, half a dozen raids anyway. Peacekeeper gets unlocked once we do that. Friend from the West Part 1 and 2. There you go. I'll help you guys out. Having 2 items there. Over to the mechanic side of things, we have Gunsmith Part 3, which is an MP5 SD. A couple of mods on it. Nothing too difficult there. We need 2 toolkits to fix this and chuck it into factory. No big deal there. I usually try and stack my Shoreline quests all at the same time. So this signal quest, we'll hold on to that one until we actually have the Peacekeeper storyline open. An introduction is to go get Jaeger's quest line started from Woods. So I might hold on to this one for a little tiny bit, but I think I'm going to have to do a Woods run soon. Last one, Ragman is unlocked at level 15. And the first quest is to get him to level 2 trader rep, which we've already spent 300,000, so we've only got 700,000 to go. But we are going to need to make some money to be able to upgrade him, because he unlocks a heap of quests. He has lots of XP, and that's definitely worth doing. Makes the interchange runs also more exciting too, because you're actually getting quests done. From inside the hideout, nothing's really changed from before. We can upgrade the security. It will cost us our last 45,000 rubles, and it doesn't really give us anything at the moment. Most stuff here doesn't really mean too much. We could put fuel in here if we had it and we want it. I'll show you some tricks with that with the blue fuel can. You can actually chuck it in there, use it, get the generator cranking, and then once it's emptied, sell it on the flea market for good money. So that's worth always doing. The water collector is needed for the laboratory level 2, which is something we actually kind of want to get to. The nutrition unit, that's used to craft stuff like cigarettes and that. So when we get to the bad habit quest, that's something we really want to work on as well. Med station, rest space, and heating. There's not really much going to be able to do there right now. So before we jump into our first raid, we do need to chuck on a loadout. I'll do that nice and quick. And then I think we're going to go into customs. It's pretty much prime time right now, so it's going to be chaotic. I'm going to try my best to get some of these quests done and hopefully survive the raid and be successful. So crack into the raid. So we're getting deploying, which is always a good start. We want deploying. Means we've got a fresh raid. We have... it's going to be an interesting one. We could charge straight for the quest item, which I actually think I want to do. But it's always very tempting to come down here. I know we've gone over here a few times. What's she selling for a little bit right now? About 20 to 30k. The potential of getting like a key tool or a really rare key over here. Sorry, I've got to move this over for you guys. There we go. It's better. So you can see my health and energy stats. There you go. Alright, what have we got here? It's a suppressor. That's nothing good. Oh, not a suppressor, but if that's the 556, damn it. Wait. That's the 556 one. If that was the 545 one, we would be getting putting that straight on because it's the biggest reduction in recoil. A hard drive, we just got dicked on with that one. That's all good. It's all good. Alright, so Lewa, good start. We're going to move that straight up there, put that on the hotkey with number 5, and then we're going to drag that down there. Save that for the next raid if we want to use it. Unless we find something better. So, now we're going to be running straight to our quest. We're going to check the boot of the car up ahead. As long as we don't get interrupted. I'm going to check the boot of the car, and then for the Ollie Logistics key. Now, that's used for about 5 quests in on Ragman. But the good thing about that key is it's always holding some sort of value. Once you buy it, you use it, you sell it. It's pretty much two raid max. You get that. There was the new sniper scav that's been added to customs. I didn't physically see it myself, but I'll have to point it out in the video. I'm sure I would have. Holy fuck, that's brutal. I just got one tapped. Absolute. No, it's a player. Hang on, how did that even happen? That was from the front of me. Headphones aren't on backwards. What? Was he right in front of me? I have to look at the replay now. Ragman. But the good thing about that key, two raid max. You get. Okay, so I've honestly spent like probably 5 minutes rewatching that clip trying to figure out where he shot me from. I have no idea. I've added him as a friend. Hopefully he'll add me. We can figure it out. That was next level. I have no idea where he shot me from. Hopefully I can afford a PSO or get a PSO. Sweet. All right, we're going to go a bit more budget now for the next raid because we're a bit poor and we need another loadout. And hopefully we can come out with some goods. The good thing about an OP SKS at the moment is you can actually use it without a magazine, or you can have it just like this. So 120 rounds. Pretty much the most we could afford. We're so poor right now. That was rough. All right, and hopefully my memory doesn't wrong. Already unlocked this. Sweet. So get one now. Finish up topping up the health. We haven't got the music playing. I like having the music playing for you. And then we'll get back into the next raid. Whoa. That was seriously rough. And this is where the game can just be absolutely punishing, doesn't matter who you are. Alright, into the next raid we go. Alright, up the top of here. So, we have 2 quests to do. We're going to run around the back. I'm going to try and use this whole raid. Get something good out of it. I'm still shocked by that last one. That was insane. I don't know who he was, where he was. Level 16. Had a spot that I didn't know of, and he just one-tapped me in the head. Insane. Anyway, no point dwelling on that stuff, guys. That stuff happens all the time. You're just like, well, I died. Don't know where it was from. The best part about, though, with recording, I guess, is the fact that you can actually pay attention to, or you can go back and re-watch it and be like, okay, that's why I died. There was a guy over there watching me the whole time. So, if you do have the opportunity to record it, I use a program called OBS. Free to download. Quite useful and good. No requirement, but if you ever want to record your footage, that's what I use. You don't have to have anything amazing with a computer. And yeah, you can just record it in the background and make your own little clips and montages if you ever want to. Now, I'm just going to check that cache. There's another cache down this far corner. I know people say I say it weird, but that's how I've always said it, and so that's how it's going to be said. But Honestly, I'm just gonna try to avoid fights. If I can get a long range shot off here, I'm gonna go for it. But besides that, like maybe if I can pick off Sniper Scav and get his gun and whoever else is near it. There's Sniper Scav up there. You can see that. You see him right there. We need to kill Scavs. So let's take the shot. Not sure if he died, but at the back of this dumpster is another cache. Now, when you only got the one mag on the SKS, you really want to make sure you keep reloading and stay on top of your ammunition side of things. APSX is the best ammo for the MP7. So, obviously I'm not going to be using an MP7 anytime soon, but get the ammo, why not? We adjust something. There we go. You might just switch it over to this. Just had my alerts enabled, and I didn't want someone to do an alert whilst doing this. I just want guys to be all nice and clear now. All right, so that's shooting. It's pretty much that warehouse there at the moment. It's kind of near where we spawned on the last raid. It's a bit of a friction point. This whole area is a friction point. But I know I've spoken about it before, about how I try to stay away from customs once I got my quest done. But the thing about customs is it's very narrow. I almost wish customs was just as wide as it was long. No, I think it's always the dream. Everyone likes a bit of width with the length. And then that way you wouldn't be forced to always... I wasn't hallucinating. There was... I was worried then. Oh, we got another SKS, so... So ammunition loads from the left-hand pocket to the right-hand pocket, and then the top left of the rig down to the bottom right of the rig. Same with grenades. Same order for grenades. So you got them placed in there and you press G. That's the order it throws them. So you want to have your smaller stack on the left, because then that way it'll empty first, and then that way you got more room to loot stuff. That's side of this tree here. And the green gunpowder is actually worth a little bit. Sugar is actually worth heaps at the moment. Hose is really nice. Hose is used for a heap of hideout upgrades, and the Peacekeeper quests. Yeah, if you can get yourself sugar, it's worth about 60 to 70,000 rubles on the flea market at the moment. And by the time you're watching this, it should still be around that price. The big change or reason behind that is they've been changing a heap of the barter trades recently. I just heard some running there. I don't know if that was the same scav or not. Or a player coming up on my left. It's the scav. No, that's a song. Oh my god, this is not... Oh, I didn't bring painkillers either. This is not ideal. This is worse than ideal. How did I forget painkillers? Well, we're gonna have a lot to talk about this raid, aren't we? First note: always bring painkillers. I swear someone suppressed was shooting at me too. Mistakes were made. Might be able to get a player here.
Хуярь, медведя! Пацаны!
We'll paint the wall with his blood. Oh my god. I really hope we can get a painkiller, because otherwise we're going to be in a fair bit of trouble here. It's going to be a long walk. It's forcing me to play slow, I guess. Our crowbar's really good for meleeing leveling. If you want to level up your strength. Oh my god. Well, I'm just going to put this here. Drag that down there and just start healing. There's occasion in that corner. There's a good chance we'll find some painkillers, I guess. At least if I survive the raid, it'll be a memorable raid, hey? At the moment, that's worth more. You get a good tour, good banter, I guess. Alright, water, grenade, another hose. Like, that key's not worth that much. We could technically go crows and key there. 61's not worth that much. Look, to be honest, we might even just go down to... we're going to go down to this cage. Then we're going to go up to the train and get our item. And then from there, we're going to go exactly where those guys are fighting. And in hope that we find one of their dead bodies. And then we loot it. And we get some painkillers. I'll try and talk to you as much about the spawns and stuff. So there isn't... Originally, there was a spawn over here and there was one over there. It used to be that you spawn in and you could literally just turn and see the other person spawn in and kill them before they could even move. It's kind of changed a bit now. I don't really see a spawn just here. They put you out in that far distance now. And since that expansion to that side, that's been an expansion right where I'm facing right now, that wall never used to be broken. You could never go over there. That expansion has actually led to a lot better spawns. It's still very congested though. Right now there's not a lot of warehouses you can go into either. I'm hoping in the future they actually do expand on the warehouses. And they have spoken about in the past, or Nikita has, that they actually want to work on all the extracts too, because Customs has been one of the first maps that's been in the game as well. So it's been, I won't say like, it's kind of like it's been the most neglected almost, because it's just like do some touch-ups to keep people happy and that's it. So the Malboros with bad habit, we've spoken about that plenty of times. But now I'm just going to grab food and that. Alright, so he's dead. I don't think that's a scav, but it could be a player. We're going to go around the back of this side. There's another cage there. And then we're going to go after that body. We're just going to have to keep tracking down all these gun battles and hope to find some painkillers. I feel like out of all my gameplay, this series I've made the most amount of mistakes. I think it's because I tend to rush a lot more, trying to make sure as much content, information... Oh, there was someone just there. Congested together. This could be a player. I'll switch this so I wanted the iron sight. I'm hoping I've reloaded. Let's guess here. Oh god, this is so slow. I try not to keep... I generally have my barrel down a little bit just because the gun blocks so much of the field of view. I'm not hallucinating. I definitely saw someone. Dead now. Holy shit. How to get destroyed in Escape from Tarkov. Alright, number 1. Go into customs and forget your painkillers. Then get absolutely smacked together by every scav you walk by. They're just testing out our armor. Good old Tozzy. Oh, look at that. More meds. Well, that's one thing we're not going to have to worry about. And we are getting scav kills, I guess, so... If you press left or right click, you can actually put away. You can actually put away your meds as you start healing. So at any time you want to put them away, left or right click. I don't know how much. I feel like I'm tagged and cursed now. Alright, I need to reload this SKS as well. Always loot the crutch. Always the rule. Alright, so I'm going to drink that green tea because level of metabolism, why not? I'm going to keep moving. Keep topping up our health while we can. And yeah. Fairly confident this is a scav. There'll be a scav up the top. Now that train cart's where we need to get to for chemical. We also have to survive the raid. Guy does look somewhat geared though. He's got a helmet on. We'll take the extra backpack. Now, if we hadn't damaged his helmet, we could have put his helmet on and thrown ours on the ground to get back from insurance. Because we had. No point now. Now that van right there, in the back of the vans, there's two computers. You have to like hold E to lean. And you can actually loot them both. Sorry, I just saw him. Alright, so press armor. It's better than what we were using, so we're going to take it. More food, we're going to use it. Can't hurt taking the grenade. Always examining. We'll get our quest item and then we're going to go loot that body. Now underneath the lip of this is the 220 key spawns, but the quest item is actually located right there. Now we need to survive the raid to hand that in. Red gunpowder. I'm going to eat these croutons as well. I've never actually had to extract a whole map without using a painkiller before and been busted from the other side. So if we do have to go the whole way, it'll be a first for me at least, and I get to experience it and share it with you guys. So some people are like, I want longer raids. Well, here you go. I might as well bring out some points that have been brought up in the past episodes as well. I said the initial 4 Tashonka or whatever I got at the start was useless and just to vendor him. There is an AKM trade you can do. I would suggest doing it. It's 3 Tashonka. Besides that, there's no real point for Tashonka until they're found in raid for the car. Oh, sorry, no, it's General Goods quest from Therapist. Now, I honestly would rather that shotgun. Just because it's got more punch. In a sticky situation, we can quickly switch to it. Going to make sure we're all topped up here. Good to go. Alright, now we're going to move down and try and track down where all that fighting was in hope that someone left a painkiller on one of the bodies. Super blurry for me. I'm sure it is for you guys. We also will go check the med spots over at the back of our gas station as well. You need to be careful of this hill. A lot of people sit up there to try and get their 100-meter kills, 100-meter headshots by the shooter born in heaven. A lot of people sit up there and they'll try and knock people off. So, weapon crate in here. I've got a pistol, so I can't complain. Checking that shelving. That shooting could be anywhere over here. Oh god. Oh my god, he's a god. They're gods! I don't know what he was wearing, but... Oh, rough times. Honestly, that was... Yeah, whatever. I just fucking... can't fathom the shit. I hit him so many times. Well, at least we did get a quest done, at least. Damage absorbed by armor, 375. It's probably all in that last guy. You know, it says 44 ammo used with 45 hits. But I did use the shotgun a little bit too, so... and there's buckshot, so it does more hits than actual shots. Alright, I'm going to quickly chuck another loadout on. Hand in that other quest that we completed, and then get into the next raid. We're going to get this done this episode, alright guys? It could be a long one. Alright guys, so you guys wanted longer episodes with as much information as possible. So what I've actually decided to do is I'm going to continue on in most of my episodes until I get a task done, unless I get really consecutive like deaths. However, I'm gonna always probably get something done at least. So that's why this episode's longer than the usual ones, and the next two episodes are the exact same so far. So you're gonna get a lot more episodes that are gonna be a lot longer, just because what you guys wanted. So there you go. All right, attempt number 3. I brought painkillers. Good start, hey. Professional bloody gamer, you're right here. Now, I always reload my Moses inside raids. People lose their shit at me over it. I don't really care. We'll spawn same side again. I'll do a quick check of the cache. And then we'll head over towards our objective. These are a gold mine, these things, guys. If you're not checking them... They literally spawn every item in the game at the moment. That book's worth like 60k. It's used for a quest. I'm just going to take the high ground. We're going to go get this quest item. And then we're going to lay low down over the other side. I honestly still trying to rack my brain over that first death. Like, he might have spawned here and then ran up to where I was. And then shot me from behind. But it sounded like in front. And he definitely didn't shoot me from in front, at least on this side of the wall. He might have been... There is a spot on top of a building on the other side of the map where he could have shot me from. But I just don't see it happening. It sounded too close. Like, normally, if it was someone shooting me from that far away, it would be like a much wider shot. He must have been behind me, practically on top of me. That's why I was like, do I have my headphones on backwards? I've got this. Now I'm using a Mosin. Mosins are extremely accurate, and they kill people in one shot. You can use snipers very early on. It's not a bad idea because they give sniper skills to points. And there's a quest where you need sniper level 5. There's a quest where you need sniper level 9, and there's a quest where you need sniper level 12. So you're catching my drift. The earlier you can start leveling up your sniper skill, the better. There's two main ways. Oh my god. The scav. There's two main ways you level up your sniper skill. One is your hitting people. Every hit counts as 0.6 of the skill point. And the other is reloading. And every time you reload, it's about 0.1 of the skill point. The reason why you get a 0.1 of the skill point is because you're chambering around counts as, like, I don't know, some sort of action that gives you a skill point. Or 0.1 of the skill point. So, the best way to level up quickly is to actually leg people. You just shoot people in the legs from range. It takes probably about 5 hits to kill a scav in the legs, or 6 hits. And if you farm scavs like that, you'll level up really quickly. It doesn't take long at all to get, say, level 5. There is a quest in the game that's meant to give you like 300 skill points for 50,000 euros. That quest is currently bugged. It gives you anywhere between 100 and 200 skill points. I think at the most I've seen someone get is 220. Now the rain is really brutal. I'm going to do you guys a little favor. I'm going to turn the volume down just a touch. And now it's like me yelling, but you guys just hear the rain. Hopefully in a more comfortable volume. So yeah, so you might see me just reloading randomly. It's a bit of a waste of money at the same time. It gets you that the skill points for later on. Alright. So I came through here. The only place he could have shot me from is like there's a building over there. And if he shot me from there, like, well done. And it's hard to get up on top of it. The other thing is he must have been on top of me, like behind me somewhere. But I didn't even hear him running. I didn't see him. I don't know. Like I said, I shouldn't be dwelling on this stuff. Alright, so Ollie logistics key spawns inside the boot of this car. Right next to that on the left. Up here we go. And I missed the jump. Are my headphones on backwards? Oh, he's up there. As we came around there, okay, so that's not what I was talking about. As we came around there, I looked up there. No one was up there. He must have just spawned in. Oh my god. This game is honestly wigging me out. I was like, how the hell is he shooting at me? Where is he shooting at me from? It's only been a new edition, by the way, so... Been in the game like 3 or 4 days, maybe? 5 days? When I filmed this, so... Anyway. So, I've shown you that jump before, but you don't need to have any special level of strength or anything. You can do that at level 1. It's the passage there to destruction. I don't like going through that passage at all. Marie. Regrets for bad habit. Oh, come on, let me under. There we go. Now, on the other side of this bush over here, you can actually go through the wall. And in. Now, it sounds like there's people over here. So what we're going to do is just get our quest item and get out of here. Right here. I think we're going to go through the bushes again. I've shown you how we go through these bushes a lot. Oh, scab, no! I should have pressed 6 accidentally, pressed 5 then. This has been rough as guts. I'm so looking forward to face shields. I'm looking forward to good armor. Level 15, it all starts to happen. You just need the money to do it. Okay, so as we go down here, there's scav spawns at the ice cream hut right in front. We call that the ice cream hut. I really want to just extract. We got the 2 quest items. Hopefully this is available. Oh, there's smoke. I see smoke right there. Oh my god. I can't wait to get away from customs. Customs low level with shit gear and no face shield. Brutal. Brutal. And we did it. Ladies and gentlemen, we did it. First raid insta-death from who the hell knows where. Second raid. We got to take painkillers, leg straight away. We humbled around like an idiot. Third raid, we got it done. Yeah. Insane, insane. Well, that should hopefully push us to over 15 after handing in those quests. Imagine so. Guys, it just shows you how punishing the game could be when you make simple mistakes like didn't take a painkiller or stuff like that. So it's really important that you do this as much as really important you do this as much as possible. You practice all these things as much as possible and make sure you double check before you go in. All right, we're going to sell that book to vendor because it's not worth anything. Condensed milk, we're going to sell this on the flea market. Sell for about $18.499. Anything around there. I always go the cheapest price or around about. The hose, right now, we need money. We are flat broke. And I don't want to keep doing money runs. I want you guys to see... actual quests getting done and stuff. Smash to be able to sell that. Alright, we're going to sell the grenades to Prapper. I want to sell the sugar and I want to sell the hose. This should get us a little bit of cash again. At least for now. 1. And... we could buy that. We don't even have the money to do it, even if we want. Alright, 5,999. Cool. Probably could have put that up for 62 and it would have sold instantly as well. We've got this AKM. The VPO is actually absolutely useless. Not going to really worry about too much about that one. We're going to sell this to vendor. I am doing also at the moment a standard playthrough on my main account on my Twitch stream. So it's kind of good because it's rehearsing me to know about things to talk about with this and what to worry about. But for this episode, guys, we're just about done. We've got to hand in those 2 quests. That's that one done. Ice cream cones. You can buy these magazines. You don't need to get them from in raid. So it's just 6 AK mags. Once you buy the mags, you get 3 as a return. You sell those as well back. That's kind of nice. Once you do get Prapper level 2, you can buy the 60 round mags as well. We didn't get therapist anything done for therapists. Chemical part 1 is now done. Chemical part 2 requires us to go back to customs. We probably will do that in our next raid. Or yeah, we need to save up some money to go to interchange. We really want to do those interchange quests. So that is pretty much it for this episode, guys. So hopefully you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Firstly, I did just announce in the previous video in the comments section, I won't be doing any more night raids unless I'm taking an NVG. I know you guys had a lot of issues with on certain platforms like on your mobile or some monitors were a bit dark. I've tried in the previous episodes to make that as good as possible for you, but I've made a promise to myself now. No more night raids unless I'm taking the MVG so you guys can see clearly. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching another video. We are freaking close to 100,000 subs on YouTube. So if you haven't subbed to the channel, if you want to know notifications for when these come out, they come out same time every day, Monday to Friday. You can smack the notification bell as well. I've never actually said that in a YouTube video. I think it's the first time ever. I've only made like 600 of them, 600 YouTube videos. But yeah, so thanks for watching. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe for future content. I do stream on Twitch every day of the week as well. So if you've got any Tarkov questions, you feel free to hit me up on live stream or down in the comments below. And lastly, guys, I'll see you next time. We are the scabs of Tarkov. We are the scabs of Tarkov.